The late models have been putting on quite the show, especially in the last several features. So with 10 races in and less than 2 months to go, let's give you a rundown of our Premier Fender division. Let's start with the man atop the standings, our defending champion, Kevin Gambacorta, who came off a 7th place run last time out, his worst finish of the year, and his first result outside the top 5. Gambacorta's been stuck in traffic and got caught up in a couple accidents in the last couple features. He needs to change that momentum soon because Verrecchio's closing in from 2nd spot. Gambacorta does have 2 wins, but they came back in race 2 and race 3. What better shot of momentum at a better time than victory number 3? Bario Jr. has really stepped it up a notch this year. In 10 races, he has 7 podium finishes. That includes his first late model win back on May 31st. Verrecchio's on a run of 4 consecutive podium finishes. That allows him to close in on Gambacorta. Verrecchio's just 8 points, 4 positions on the track behind the 23. One of the hottest drivers in this division has to be Chris Meyer. He had decent speed throughout the season, but by the end of June, man, they figured something out because Meyer scored back-to-back victories, a top 10 run after starting last, and last time out, finished on the podium. That 87 team is hot. The live wire is on fire, and that's why he sits tied for 3rd in the standings. Who is he tied with? Cliff Saunders. Cliff returned to full-time racing this year for the first time in a couple seasons, and he has not missed a step. In his first 5 starts, Cliff scored 5 top 5s. He has 6 top 5 finishes all season. That's 3rd most in the division. It's only a matter of time before we see that 14 battle for a victory by year's end. Sitting 5th in the standings is Andrew Durant, and it might be a surprise to some that he is 5th in points. He only has 1 top 5, I get it, but that top 5 was a win. Oh, and he has 8 top 10 finishes. How many drivers have at least 8 top 10s? 5. There you go. Durant has been quietly consistent, maybe not in winning contention, but he's still up there in the top 10, and consistency is key. In his sophomore year of late model competition, Bobby Sturck III has stepped it up, and that's why he's 6th in points. He's been experimenting all season long. He's got 1 top 5, multiple 6th place runs, and 7 top 10s. Sturck was battling for the win last time out when motor problems ended his effort. If they can keep it up, we'll see Sturck up there again battling in the top 5 and maybe once again battling for his first victory in the late models. And then there's Cory Jr., who sits 7th in points, but man, that does not show how fast that car is. He's had 0 luck. Let me give you his race results starting with the first event. 2nd, DNF, 5th, DNF, 7th, 2nd, DNF, 5th. It's unreal how much bad luck that team has had. He's got a fast car, he just needs to finish all 30 laps and he'll be up there battling for the win. Like his twin brother Cliff, Al Saunders returned to full-time racing, and he's been quick too, just maybe not as consistent. He has 1 win this year, 3 top 5s, but he's also been caught up in a couple kerfuffles, especially last time out when he wrecked in turn 2 early on in the feature, heavily damaging that 40 car. He just needs to get through the field and get to the front without problems. Alexandra Fern has also stepped it up in her 2nd year in the late models. She's coming off back-to-back top 5 finishes, a 4th last time out, preceded by a 5th. Her 3 top 5s this season already eclipses her 2 top 5s all of last year. That 12 team has improved a lot from where they were last season. They've led a lot of laps in those top 5 runs, but they need a little bit more to get that first late model win. And rounding out the top 10 in points is 3-time champion Tom Fern. A couple features ago, Tom led laps and finished 2nd, his best run of the year. He had a decent run going last feature, but he got caught up in avoiding an accident and lost several spots. That 92 team seems to be improving, and you never count out Tom. He's won so many races, summertime is his time to get hot, and there's still a ways to go in 2024. Daryl Keane sits outside the top 10 in points because he missed a couple races after his big accident in race 2. Before that, he won the season opener, his first time out in a brand new car. Keane has 4 top 5 finishes in 8 starts this year. He's been fast, he just needs a little more luck. And then we close the rundown with the driver who has won the last 2 late model features, Adam Gray. The 4-time champion had a horrendous start to the year, but man, the last couple features, it has been a huge 180. Gray started 16th in his last feature. 16th, that's a long way back, and he's not fighting for points, so you better watch out. There's a lot yet to develop in the late model season with less than 2 months to go, and a tight championship battle that will come down to the final event. So how's it going to pan out? We'll find out together. So sit back, relax, enjoy the end of the season, and enjoy our premier fender division, the late models, putting on a show week in and week out.